Hi again, and welcome back to another episode of the Living with Grace podcast. We are so thrilled to be with you here today, and we want to take a moment to say thank you and really appreciate you for taking the time to spend time with us. So, in today's episode, we are continuing our conversation about gratitude. This episode is completely independent. So, if you didn't catch the first episode on gratitude, no problem. This one is perfectly fine on its own. But just to set the table, in the last episode, we talked about the science behind gratitude. And in today's episode, we're going to be more focused on exactly how to incorporate gratitude into your life and what exactly does a gratitude practice look like. So I want to welcome back also my dear friend, Ana Rosa, and Miss Gratitude herself. And I'm going to invite Ana into the conversation. Ana, tell me about your gratitude practice or how to practice gratitude. What would you say to our listeners about the practice of gratitude?
Good morning, Mary. Good morning, everyone. I am so very grateful and happy and honored to be here with each one of you. So, gratitude again, beautiful word, big word, and its action, its practice. It's really focusing and being grounded and introducing, shifting from pain and fear to love and kindness daily, teaching my brain and your brain to shift from the default negative mode to the positive mindset, releasing substances that will raise our energy and allow us to focus and recognize the beauty and the abundance of the universe, God, the higher power, and the creator to each one of us. So I practice gratitude, and I know that there are different ways of practicing gratitude that we are going to discuss here today. But my practice of gratitude is I write to an accountability partner, my friend, and my boyfriend. I practice sending them daily 3 gratefuls. And again, detailed oriented, not automatic, like not I am grateful for the sun. I am grateful for the sun because of its warmth and because it makes me produce vitamin D and because it makes me healthier in my bones. And that's how you really train your brain that it's not something automatic, but it's something that it's meaningful to you. And when you tell your brain that that is meaningful to you, your brain will start learning. And like Mary has said before, will start paying attention on what is around you that is ordinary and simple, but becomes extraordinary from raising your energy, bringing joy, making your life more comfortable, like internet. I am grateful for internet because of the internet bringing us together and allowing us to see each other and talk to each other and share our hearts. So again, making the ordinary extraordinary. In the practice of gratitude that I do, besides sharing the 3 gratefuls, I also, when I am walking around in the world, I am looking at things that make my heart like fulfilled with goodness, and I bring that to my life. I bring that to my house. I bring that to my office. I build a place around me. I build a life around me that feels like safe, that feels like I belong there. So on that, I like having my candles, that smell good, connecting with the senses, that smell good, and tell my brain that I am safe. So then I can be grateful. And this is a candle that I have with the picture of my husband. It's from Yankee Candle. Now, no affiliation, but they do personalized candles. And I have this candle with a picture of my husband. And yes, another thing that I bring, yes, look at that.
I
It's
just like
beautiful.
candlelight, the flicker of candle just always warms my heart and makes me feel so grateful.
Yes, so like she said, the flicker of the candle. I was talking about the smell. So the scent, connecting with your senses is a way of practicing mindfulness and brings gratitude to your life. So the smell, the vision, like Mary said, the flicker of the light, and the vision, the flowers, the colors, again, the vision and the senses, smelling and the touch of softness and, just everything that brings connection with your senses. Grounding on earth, all these things bring gratitude because you raise your energy. Another thing that I love is tokens that bring me peace. I have this cross that a guy made for me. He is the father of one of a dear friend of mine. He is 92 years old and he makes these crosses. And I just like holding it, decreases anxiety, decreases cortisol, improves my mood, improves my feelings of depression or sadness. And I am able, like Mary is going to discuss, I am able to sit in that moment, feel the pain or feel the sadness or feel the fear, and look them in the eyes and just grab the positive, grab the gratitude, grab the lesson, not happening to me, but happening for me, not despite of the problem, but because of the problem, not like, again, life happening for me. And then I grab the lesson and I put in my I love you jar because the lesson is what I'm going to be grateful for. It's the gift. It's the brick of building my haven, my safe haven, is the path that I choose to walk in building a life that I deserve, that you deserve. Another thing that I love for my practice of gratitude is my gold stars. Ooh, yes, I am an A plus person and I love doing courses. I love learning more, to share the knowledge with you all, to share my heart. And I just put on my notebook like the lessons that I have to do. And I put this big gold star there. I aced. I did that for me in that day.
I
It could
love
be
that.
only walking. Yeah,
I
it could
love
be. Yeah, it could be only walking, but I am celebrating. We do have, you and I, you have to celebrate your wins. It does not matter how big or how small they are. It's you showing up with you. It's trust and it's confidence. It's being grateful for you showing up to you. It's self love, it's self care. So, again, gold stars for each one of you just by being here listening to us.
Be
And
grateful for you and give yourself a gold star, right?
yes, be grateful for breathing and being alive and waking up and getting out of your bed and taking a shower. Some days it's hard, isn't it? So, yes, be grateful for that. And on that note, that in some days it's hard, I have things that bring myself the sense that I am not alone. I have my loved ones in heaven with me. I have God and the higher power and the universe getting my back. And I have dear friends like Mary and each one of you. And I say that because I am a radiologist. So I say that I keep this memory picture for those of you who are seeing, for those of you who are listening, I'm holding my hands in front of my chest. So I hold my hands and I keep this memory picture of us holding hands together, borrowing energy, lending energy, celebrating, and just sitting with each other. And I am grateful for this sense. And that's what I have in my house. So for those of you who are watching, I have some tokens, whatever the word is.
Figurines.
Yeah, I have some figurines that remind me of each one of you with me in my journey. And this brings me gratitude too. So I have this one with two girls sitting together, sitting on the bench, sitting on the couch, sitting on the patio, sitting on the sun, holding space for each other, holding gratitude, just sharing life.
I and you know what? It's right in front of me. I can't go grab it because I'm on camera, but I have that. And you know why I have that? Because my dear friend Anna gifted it to me one Christmas. And that makes me feel connected to you and grateful for
Yep.
you.
So
So
again, Willow tree, and it's beautiful. It's two friends sitting and talking like we are doing right now with each one of you. And on that, I love this other one too, that it's friends holding hands, and one figurine has its hands open, like this other one. The hands are
beautiful.
opened to receive, opened to receive love, opened to receive abundance, opened to receive blessings from the universe, from God, from the Creator, from the higher power. And that's being grateful. I am grateful for everything that happens in my life, even if it breaks me, because I know that it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. But if I am being broken, it's because there is the plan of God and there is the providence of God that knows better. And I have to surrender and I hold on to my faith. And in holding on to my faith, not despite of what is breaking me, but because of what is breaking me, I'm going to ask, what is my lesson? What is my gift? What am I going to be grateful for? And then I hold on to that. Does this happen in a blink of an eye? No. It might take 3 years, like when my husband died, and I was dealing with all the, you know, whirlwinds of grief and the roller coasters of grief until I was able to really face day in, day out, day in, day out, and I found the gratitude in the love. So my advice for each one of us is whenever something happens that is breaking you, yes, you're going to feel all the pain, but be present in your pain and keep asking, what is what is the gift? What is the lesson? Where is the love? Because when you find the love, you are going to build from there. My love when my husband died was exactly that. I was grateful that God gave me 11 years with him because I could have never met him. He was here in the United States and I was in Brazil. And the providence of God brought him to my life. So I am grateful for the 11 years we had together, all the lessons, all the love, all the memories, everything. And another thing that happened to me, I was married before in Brazil, and it was a very abusive relationship. And at that time, I worked and worked and worked, and it was a very productive radiology time. And I am grateful because despite of and because of everything that happened, I had such an amazing medical doctor resume that it opened the doors for me here in the United States to become a doctor and radiologist again. So I might not understand, you might not understand what's happening in your life right now or what happened in the past, but trust me, just pause, face it, feel it, find the gift, release the pain, shift the pain, and add the gift to your I love you jar. Because the gift is the gratitude that will help you build the life that you deserve and build meaning. Right, Mary?
Absolutely, Anna. And thank you so much for sharing that. I mean, there are what I loved about that so much, and I'm so appreciative and grateful that you shared that for anyone else out there who is struggling or looking for the gratitude in their lives, but not sure how to go about bringing that into their life. So I really, really appreciate that, and feel honored because, you were feeling, you feel all the feelings. So you're not using gratitude to cover anything or to deny or repress anything, but but it's helpful to recognize the gifts or the things that are in your awareness that you can be grateful for, that helps to move you forward and move your energy forward and lift you up. So I loved that. And that kind of makes me think of what they call the subtraction method of experiencing gratitude, which is, I can't think of anything specific. It's not coming to mind right now, but have you ever done something where maybe you couldn't, something little, like you're driving and you can't find a parking space and you feel like you're going to be late or something, it feels like a misfortune. And then later on you were late and it turns out that being late turned out to be this huge blessing, like something fantastic happened as a result. So you're like, oh, I'm so grateful that I couldn't find that parking space because I was late and this great thing happened. So that's what they call the subtraction method of practicing gratitude. And there are so many different ways to practice gratitude. Many people, I think, will be able to relate to the idea of keeping a journal and writing down 3 to 5 things every day, either morning or in the evening. That's one way to practice gratitude. I like to practice gratitude as I fall asleep at night. I look for what I'm grateful for during the day, what went well. And honestly, before I even get through, I was going to say 5 things, but I'm pretty convinced that I don't even get to 3. I think I fall asleep thinking about what I'm grateful for. But they do say that writing things down, writing gratitude down, is more effective in helping you to reap the benefits of gratitude. But it doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't have to be twice a day. It can be even once a week, 3 to 5 things once a week, written down in detail, specifically, really helps you to reap all of the benefits of gratitude that we talked about in our previous episode, which I will link in the show notes. So that's another way to practice gratitude. And I think that it's really important to be consistent. Whatever you choose to do, whether it's in the morning or it's in the evening, whether it's writing it down once a week, just choose a way that you can be consistent and bring gratitude into your life consistently. That's when it really makes such a difference. Again, for me, reflecting on my day really, really helps me to bring in and feel grateful. And it's especially lovely to fall asleep, thinking about that. The subtraction method is another great way to do that. But being specific and detailed really helps you to capture that feeling and bring it in, feel it, really feel it. And yeah, so
I like what you said about, oops, I like what you said about, that's an echo, Mary, I think, yeah. I like what you said about being consistent, because gratitude is a practice. So it's like walking, it's like eating healthy, it's going to bring positive health benefits to your life in mind and body and spirit, but it's a practice. So you have to put the action, you have to do the work, that it's a work in the beginning with intention and commitment and consistency, but then it becomes automatic because you're going to teach your brain, like we talked in the first episode, you are teaching your brain to shift from negative default caveman to positive. So it's a practice, but the more you do it, the more it becomes a habit, and suddenly you are just outside and you inhale and you smell something, or you hear the birds chirping and you feel the feeling of gratitude. You feel like, wow, I'm here, right? And I have goosebumps because I always have goosebumps when I feel gratitude. Anyway, and for those of you who have heard or seen Dr. Daniel Amen and Dr. Joe Dispenza, they talk about gratitude all the time. And one thing that they talk is about what Mary just said, the consistency and the commitment. And it does not have to be every day, but it has to be intentional. And again, as you keep practicing, it's going to be every day without you even noticing, you know? And Dr. Daniel Amen shares that what he does is when he goes to bed and he's laying down, one way that he uses to calm down is he thinks about the day from the moment he woke up until the moment he's right now on bed. And he's like, what happened through the day that worked well, that got through, that I deserve kudos? And then he celebrates, because celebrating is gratitude,
I do
right?
that. Yep.
Yep. And yes, you might fall asleep because gratitude is decreasing your stress, is improving your body, is calming down your body. So that's the whole thing. It's gonna make you fall asleep faster, and it's gonna make you have a better sleep as well. And he does this practice, which I think is amazing, and Mary just said she does it too. I practice gratitude more in the morning, but again, the writing down to my friend and my boyfriend. However, I practice gratitude right now when I'm feeling the goodness of being with you. So this is feeling the goodness of just being and just liking you.
And I think that is a great example of what happens when you have a gratitude practice that you've maybe had for some time. It becomes so ingrained, and again, it expands to that you spend more time where you spend more time in gratitude.
Absolutely.
And which is such a great feeling. Who would not want to spend more time in gratitude?
Yes.
But that it brings me to another point that I wanted to make, which is, a pitfall or something that you want to be aware of when you practice gratitude is the idea that sometimes we have a hard time really soaking in gratitude or letting ourselves experience gratitude because of guilt, I guess is the right word. Sometimes whatever that guilt may be, because you think of other people who maybe are less fortunate than you are. So really appreciating something that brings you joy that that someone else either can't afford or doesn't have might leave you feeling guilty and make you want to push away those feelings of gratitude. I think grief can sometimes do that too. I think, thinking about, my own experience with my children, and our son who passed, is that, sometimes really enjoying the present moment, with my children or grandchildren, and while recognizing, the idea that I don't get to spend that time could put me into a space of not really receiving the joy and the presence of what I'm experiencing. But for me, and I think largely because of my gratitude practice, I feel that even more intensely because I have put out the intention to really appreciate and acknowledge and feel what I still have to be grateful for. So it can kind of go both ways, I think, is what I'm kind of trying to describe. But my hope and my wish and my prayer really for anyone is that you can, if you have those feelings of guilt, whatever they may be, just being able to work through those in with baby steps and appreciate the gratitude that you're feeling. Really let yourself feel that, invite that in, let that expand you and help you, uplift you, and move you to a better space.
Yes. Like you're saying, use the gratitude to build self-love and self-appreciation. And on that, one practice that they say that it's really good too is just spending some time quiet with yourself in a safe place that you feel the peace and the calmness around you, and just writing a letter of gratitude to you. Like measured progress. Look behind into your life, looking at your past and all the things that you have accomplished. And the person you are right now, that is the result of everything you have lived. And just be able to write down what you like, what you appreciate in your personality, in your character, in your behaviors, all your achievements. Celebrate them. Celebrate how you have faced your fear, your challenges, your obstacles, and the person you are becoming and the person you have become, and how you navigate stress. I'm reading here because I don't want to miss anything. So just look in your mirror and be proud of yourself. Tell yourself, I love you. I love the person who I am. I love the person who stood up for me and walked this journey of life. And just the measured progress, measured progress in looking at your life and celebrating everything that brought you to be alive right now. Yes.
I agree. Beautiful. Beautifully
Yeah.
said.
And again, one other thing that I have already said is the connecting with your senses. Connect with your senses in your life. While you're getting a shower, while you are, using the soap, just the sense of touch, the sense of smell, the sense of vision, and the sense of, listening, all, and the taste, every little thing you could be grateful for, in your life. And put them in your jar of appreciation, and carry that in your heart, and the certainty that we are together. And on that note, one thing that it's really good, it's also building a vision board. So for those of you who are able to see, a vision board, yes, a vision board is something really simple that you could do with a piece of cardboard, and then you have like glue, and then you have some magazines, and you just grab in the magazines what resonates with your heart that you want to keep building for your life next. Like I have here in my vision board joy and trust and protection and faith and fun and health and bolder, not older, and connection and falling in love with myself and living my life on my terms, no pain, and destination smile, and building my anchor. So again, let there be light. So again, choose what you want for your life today and every day and next. And this vision board is just you telling the universe what you want, and the universe will step up and co-create with you.
Yeah.
It's shifting your life from scarcity to abundance, from fear to love, from pain to peace. It is a daily work, but it is so worthy. And like I said, in the beginning, it's work, and then it becomes automatic, and you are going to be like amazed by that.
Yeah, and I would add, as you are choosing things to either to feel grateful for or even to put on your vision board, those invoke feelings of gratitude. So it's really an uplifting exercise. It feels good right away. So, maybe getting out your glue sticks or finding the magazines feels like work, but man, as soon as you start, finding things that speak to your heart, it's such an uplifting and fun thing to do. So it's like instant payoff,
Yes,
instant gratification.
yes. It's
That's what
being a child. It's being a child again, doing your art project with your own creativity
right.
and your own magic for your own life.
But that's what, when you have a gratitude practice, right? I mean, that's where the term instant gratification comes from. You can like looking at something that brings you joy or, smell and all the details, all the things we talked about, really taking in something is instant gratification. It's uplifting and it puts you in such a different mind space, headspace, and it's just so lovely. So
Absolutely. And with that, we want to end saying that gratitude is an attitude, it's a mindset, it's a practice. You can
it is.
do it. Yes, you can do it. Do it. You're going to benefit so much, and you are going to feel all the goodness from your soul overflowing your cup and just as a ripple effect sprinkling to everyone and around you and everywhere you go. So gratitude, grace in attitude, right, Mary? So
You
then
got
let's
that.
keep building life, living
With grace. Do
We
it. We love you. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Take good care. Until next time, we wish you peace, love, and so much grace. Bye-bye.